Alright folks, welcome to another chapter of Pool of Radiance. So we are going to do some of the encounters in Podal Plaza. Here I am in Kudo's Well again. The abandoned shop, broken shelves are all that remain. I wonder if we can find anything in here. Negative. This is a small shrine. Symbols of Bane have replaced those of Ilmater. Ilmater? Ilmater? I like Ilmater. A robed orc is sitting here. What do you do? Let's greet him. Battle ensues. Seven XP. One lone orc. He's got a little bit of money. And we'll just share that. And item-wise, might be able to use these for something. And that will lead back to the well. Nothing interesting yet. That leads to, I think, the Codorna Textile House, I think. We will advance. The monsters stand ready. Happens if we parlay. Let's be nice. We'll let you off this time, the monsters scuttle away. Alrighty then. They did not want any of this. Can't bash it. Can we knock it? Hey, we knocked it. A young woman comes forward. We provide help for those who can reach us. Are you in need of healing? No. You can rest here as long as you wish. She then leaves. Alright. So, just in case we need it again, Alaric will rememorize knock. And of course we will save our game. Wonder if there's anything in here. Negative. The monsters stand ready. Parlay. Let's be jerks. Haughty. He'll let me off this time. Lucky me. Over this door is a crude sign saying the pit. I think they spelled pit wrong. Alright, let's go into the pit. You have entered a crowded tavern. You open the door into a drunk buccaneer. He glares at you. One of you shall pay for this insult. Who will it be? Well, I mean, yeah. We're gonna fight him. Who will challenge the buccaneer? Timerson will. The battle begins. Well, he's down to 7 hit points. Hey. I have defeated the buccaneer in the pit. You have won the duel. The duelist receives 140 experience points. Oh, 3 electrum. We'll share that. What's he got on him? A long sword, chainmail, and a shield. Bet you it's magical. The battle is over. The patrons return to drinking. The creatures ignore you for the moment. I wonder what happens if I mix with the monsters. Your actions anger the patrons, and they attack. Oh, well then. There's about 30 of them. Let's put some to sleep. Of course, he gets hit in the back because he had to move. Oh, and that was wasted because I still have another one. All right. Yes, I got him a silver longsword. 1d8 plus 4. Alright, so Alaric is going to put some to sleep. We'll start picking off the helpless ones because maybe if they get enough losses, they'll start fleeing. Switch back to his bow. Fourth level fighter. Not anymore. A little sweep attack there. Thin them out a little bit. Yep, they're gonna run away to the corner. Good job, Dirtin. Alright, 201 XP. Share the money. What is there to take? Yeah, we're not going to take any of that. We just, the bar looks like it was destroyed by experts. So, that's going to be it. We found the secret temple. We found, well, the pit. So what did we get? Alright, we got another longsword +1. We got more chainmail +1. And we got a shield, which isn't anything. So drop it. Yes. We need to save. Alright, so that should pretty much clear out this area. What do you say we go and check out Mender's library? The door is locked. Can we bash it? Nope. Can we knock it? Yes, we did. You see an empty room. The only feature is a series of frescoes on the walls of... Let's try this again. You see an empty room. The only feature is a series of frescoes on the walls of learned men and the heavenly patrons of art and learning. You get a feeling of peace. These are the library stacks. Old and moldering books are stored on shelves. A sign over the entrance reads history. Alright, so let's enter search mode. You find the history of the North. It is mostly written to please a royal line. However, there is an interesting passage which you copy into your journal as entry 8. Alright, let's find our journal. A rugged, popular account of the northern lands. 10 days' ride north of the Varm is a barren and dead country called the Leewai. Land in pain, or land of caused pain. Further to the south, this place is known as the Tortured Land. It is said to be an evil place shunned by the riders. They speak little of this land, but yearly, during chess, they make a trip into its heart. There they go to praise the spirit of a glowing spring. This they have done for ages, and so shall they do for years to come. Okay. Do you take it? So I think this is one of the items that we will get goodies for. So yes, we shall take it. As you search the room, you find various... I can't keep up with that. You find Lex Geographica, an atlas drawn by Tomaris. It has a map of Flan, which though old, still could be useful. It becomes entry 37 in your journal. Okay, so a massive atlas drawn by the great mathematician Tomras. So it gives me a map of Flan, the area near Flan, and the Moonsea. Do you take it? Yes, I do. Alright, so there should be one more book in this section. You know what? We'll come back to that, because I can't keep walking around in circles. It's going to drive me nuts. What is in here? Excuse me. These are the library stacks. Old and moldering books are stored on shelves. A sign over the entrance reads Rhetoric. Oh, amid the litter of the room. It's a basilisk, obviously. It hisses at me. Alright, so we should kill it before it turns one of my party to stone. Can we put it to sleep? Because that'd be pretty cool. Oh, no, we can't, because it'll put my own members to sleep. Oh. Hey, look at that. Killed the basilisk. 464 XP to each party member. Got some potions, a cloak, and cleric scroll. Potion of giant strength, potion of healing, cloak of displacement. Trade the cleric scroll to Alara. And then we will save, obviously. Let us see if there's anything in this room. There is not. Alright. Let's see if that other book shows up yet. So far, no good. Alright, we will come back to this room again. You're in a small room having a little more than a bench and a small desk. Alright, so we're going to heal up. Alaric needs his, what is it, knock? And sleep. Brileth, I believe, was sleep. Twice. Alara is full. So it's on that other cleric scroll. Gonna rest for a few days as well. Get our HP back up. So typically little one-room things, if you face the wall, you can safely rest in those. These are the library stacks. Old and moldering books are stored on shelves. A sign above the entrance reads philosophy. Find works on net. Oh. Theories, art, and supernatural sciences. You find Ergun's description of darkness. This is an account of his imprisonment in the lower realms. There is a passage of interest which you copy as entry 19 into your journal. A black-bound tome written in a strange halting hand, and settled foremost in the hall of minor courtiers were the lesser powers. Merim of the Great Spear, Hask, voice of Hargut, Tyranthraxus the Flamed One, Borum of the Lake of Boiling Mud, and Camnod the Unseen. These too fell down and became servants of the great Lord Bane. Do you take it? Yes, I do. It's very boring. So is searching for books. There should be another book in here as well. You find a book entitled Meditations. Do you take it? Yes, yes I do. I don't think that's really the book I was looking for. That's the book. You find Feyerdeth's discourses on power. Among all of the dry text, you find an interesting passage which you copy into your journal as entry 7. A tightly bound scroll seemingly immune to the ravages of time. Fountains and pools hold great power that can only be reached by performing proper ceremonies. Most sure of these is Emerson. For this is the way the bather surrenders himself to the spirit of the water. That spirit, or some portion of it, enters into the bather, whereby he gains great powers. Woe to the weak-willed whose spirits are sure to be consumed by spirits that put even the strong at great risk. Urax holds that the falls of Ixie are greatest of all these. Morden writes that the pool of Radiance is greater still. Later in the book, places of magical power are not necessarily tied to one physical location. Power often moves from plane to plane along the path of least resistance. The termination of the path determines the place's location on this plane. Volatile upheavals between the planes may lead to a change in the path of least resistance. This can change where the path terminates on this plane, thus moving the place of power. Some who wield strong supernatural forces can bend the path like an engineer damming a river. When the path is bent, it can terminate in a new location, moving the place of power on this plane. If the supernatural force that bent the path is removed, the path will snap back to its original form and the place of power will return to its original location. Such disruption can have violent and unpredictable results. Thus, interplanar upheaval and directed supernatural forces may hold the answer of the seemingly ever-changed location of places of power, such as the Pool of Radiance. That was a mouthful. Alright, so the pool moves. Awesome. Alright, so we found everything we were looking for in that room. You find a book entitled The Harmony of the Rock. Do you take it? Sure, why not? Apparently rocks are harmonious. They really don't want to give me the last book in this room. Okay, so after wandering around in circles for 5 minutes, you find the Grand Historian's records of the arts of war. In it, you find a useful passage which you copy into your journal as Entry 21. So Entry 21 is a crumbling old book, one of a massive series. At this time, there ruling the Twisted Ones was a powerful general named Tyranthraxus. He strode before his armies cloaked in flame, and led the riders out of the waste. At his hand the kingdom of Barzay, was conquered. Turning south, he led his army to conquer the Horeb and the Vane. Tyranthraxus was a cruel man, and leveled all that he had taken, murdering the princes of these lands. But the flame that surrounds him consumed him, destroying his body. Freed of its shell, it flew among the men of his army, lighting on each and claiming it. It was then, when Baron shot, imprisoned Tyranthraxus in a vial of water which shone like the light of day. This he sank in the watery depths of Lake Longreach, defeating the armies Tyranthraxus had raised. All right. And we are going to take it. Oh, we can turn search off now. So all these are going to be little reading rooms. These are the library stacks. Old and moldering books are stored on shelves. A sign over the entrance reads mathematics. Alright, so we'll give one quick search of this because I don't think there's anything in here. Essays on geometry. Yeah, nothing useful. Although metamagical math could be interesting to somebody. Alright, so nothing here. Oops. And this is going to be the same. Those are all reading rooms. Chamber filled with rotted furniture and benches. Can we bash it? We can. Groovy. You enter a hall which is filled with rows of writing tables and high stools. Rotted mounds of parchment litter the floor. You have entered a storeroom full of supplies. Oh, kobolds. They stand arms raised in surrender. They plead for mercy. Let's parlay. One of the kobolds says, if you spare our lives, we will tell you all that we know about this area. Will you spare them? Sure. They describe the surrounding area to you. You listen carefully, question them, and from this, sketch a map into your journal, calling it Entry 10. I just sent my journal flying across the room. A crude map scratched into an old piece of parchment. Okay, so that's a map of part of the Cadorna textile house. And we have let them go. You find a fighter with battered armor and wild eyes cowering in the corner. Mercy, mercy, he cries, and then, as suddenly, die, die, you slime from the pit. Okay, let us parlay. We'll be nice. The man screams while frothing at the mouth, don't go there, don't go on the hill. You see the man is quite mad. Do you take pity and invite him to go with you? No! You don't need no crazy people. And just ignore him. This room was once a study. It is now a shattered ruin. Maybe we should search it. Buried amid all the trash, you see a book. Do you take it? Yes. The party has found treasure. Each character receives 685 experience points. It's a manual. To what we do not know. Alright, so since we found some goodies, we'll save. This is a pretty cool area, I think. Who doesn't like raiding a library? You see a ruined room with rotted furniture, human bones lie scattered about a desk. We shall search. You see a jar under the floorboards. Do you take it? Yes. Party has found treasure. Each character receives 171 experience points. Is it literally? Oh, it's potions. Yay, potions. What kind of potions have we found? Extra healing potions. Can we join those together? We cannot. So that one's a manual of bodily health. I wonder if that's a healing thing. I will have to look into what a manual of bodily health is. Alright, what's in here? You see what once was a garden, now weed-filled. the pleasant pond has become a swamp. Can we turn search off? Just in case we run into anything tricky. You step into a strange green plant growth. It's green slime. Quickly, you scrape it off, taking a good deal of damage. You now carefully avoid the green slime. As you move through the garden, you see a strange green plant growth, which you recognize as green slime. You carefully move around it. More green slime. More green slime. Okay, so there is nothing here. Came here for nothing. Well, we got our books, but there's nothing in the garden. Alright, so I guess we are done here. A specter suddenly appears before you. Thief! I'm getting a little irritated. Because that text goes by so quick. So we are going to slow down the speed a little bit so that we can actually read things. Did I really just hit the specter for 0 points of damage? I did. Only +1 weapons, I bet, right? Yep, 10 points of damage with my +1 arrow. There's really nothing for them to do. Timerson is what? Really? Spectre goes down. Well, alright, we killed the Spectre. Party is 1. Each character receives 290 experience points. There is no loot. But Timerson lost 2 levels. Alright, so Alara. Your hands are full. Is that because of my mace? And my shield. Alright, so restoration on the Timerson. Timerson is restored. What is that XP number? Is that 1,000,000? No. Okay, so I used 2 restoration spells. It set me back to 56 hit points. But when I view the character, it still says level 3. So I might have to go level him back up to get back to level 4. Let's save. We are going to head back to town. Okay, so that must be a glitch in the game because I was able... I mean, it's saying that I have 10 million XP. And when I went to level him up, it set me to level 8. Giving me 126 hit points, a THAC0 of 9. I'm wondering if it's a glitch or something. I don't know. We'll find out if anybody else gets level drained, I guess. Alara had enough XP to get to level 5. But nobody else. Everybody else is level 4. Alright, so we are outside the clerk's office. At your entry, the council clerk begins looking through a stack of papers. Before I can offer any commissions, I must see if you are due a current reward. There is a reward for clearing the library. Here is your reward. 178 XP per character. Okay, so we will divide that up between our group. Clerk speaks, we find these discoveries valuable. Here is your reward. So that must be 57 XP. For 80 plat. Split that up amongst the group. The clerk speaks, the council will be amused by the descriptions. Here is your reward. Okay, so I see what they're doing. It's for each item. These maps should help us locate several legendary buildings. Here is your reward. These histories contain much useful information. Here is your reward. The records provide insights into much that was puzzling. 85. I mean, we're getting a good bit of platinum for these. This material is of small value. Here is your reward. No XP. And 1 gold. Clerk shuffles through her papers. On the matter of commissions, I can offer the following. A large group of thieves oh my goodness. A large group of thieves operates out of the old Coville mansion. The council will pay to have them cleaned out. Find the nomads and stop them from joining forces with our enemies. A large tribe of kobolds is being recruited by the enemy. Make sure they don't join the enemy forces. These are all of the commissions currently available. Okay, so we're going to go to the inn. And I think we are going to end this here. I'm very, very perplexed about Timerson being level 8. And I'm kind of wondering if there's a bug in the game or something. I don't know. I'm speechless. Alright, folks, that's going to be it for this video. Please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, and you can hit the bell to get notifications of when I post new videos. That's it for me, folks. Have a awesome day, and I will catch you later.